All right, I have the sexy secret to growing old gracefully. You want to hear? In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the different ways, some of the different techniques, but the one key, the silver bullet, the magic pill, the magic potion to all of it coming together, balance. I know it's not sexy, but it is how we can gracefully step into this new chapter of our life and do it with the most ease, the most grace, and the most flow. So, what do I mean by balance? Well, basically, take a look at every single area of your life. This is that phase in our life when we get to focus on ourselves, which means we get to bring more balance into the other relationships that we have. So, are you, as you look at your relationship with your kids, as you look at your relationship with your external family, as you look at your relationship with your husband, as you look at the relationship with your friends, is there a balance? Is it give and take, give and receive? Is it spending enough time doing some internal work and focusing on yourselves as much as you are maybe implementing, integrating, inserting yourself in your kids' lives? They need to be able to have their own stories as well. So allow them to do what it is that they do and just let them know that you are there for support, but you are no longer driving their bus. The other thing about balance is, are you taking care of yourself in a way that is going to best support your body at this stage? Just like when we were teenagers, our hormones are changing. And so the balance that we had before has now shifted. We need to be more cognizant of the supplements that we take, if we're taking any, the mineralization of our body, because the composition of our body is changing. So to be able to bring more balance into our bodies and the hormone fluctuations will help us to sleep better, to control our cravings, to make sure that we are not putting on more weight than what we had previously by just basically eating the same things, because our metabolism is shifting. Are we able to be balanced in our mindset and in our emotional stability? Because with this fluctuation in hormones, it has a huge opportunity for the onset of depression, and it's something that I went through and struggled with, which is why Brilliant Mom Life came about. So this is a beautiful opportunity for us to be able to really take that 30,000-foot view and say, where can I bring more balance into our life? If you like this content, please do subscribe. I've got lots more coming as to how, some different techniques that we can use to actually bring more balance. The other area of balance that I want to talk about also still has to do with our body, because again, the composition of our body is changing not only from a hormonal perspective, but also from a physical perspective. There are different, when we were in our the phases of our life when we were of childbearing age, we had more fat stores in our breast and in our hips. That is the way that God intended for our bodies to be shifted, to be made, so that all of the hormones were proper, the structural changes in our body were going to be there for being able to have children. And that does shift as well. So even think about yourself, or think about friends, or think about what you see in society as it relates to women's bodies changing once you hit 40, 45, 50 plus. You need to be able to be more cognizant of the shifts in the fat storage. Nobody is without fat. Fat is how our bodies create energy. So there is no shaming. This is the way that our bodies are made. So with that change and the shift in the composition of our structural body, we need to be more cognizant of our actual balance. So literally being able to stand on one leg. This is where people that have not worked, women that have not worked on balance, when they get older, it's much easier for them to fall. And then the bones are more brittle. And so if you can start taking care of your balance right now and your proprioception, which is how your body all works together, how all of the muscles function together, then you are 3 steps ahead. So that is another thing. Along with the physical balancing, it's also the best time to pick up weights. You are not going to bulk up like the Hulk. You are not going to bulk up and be like, you know, She-Ra. She-Ra. But the physical muscle building helps your energy, helps you burn fat, helps you be able to continue that strength that you're looking for, but also helps with the structural integrity of your body. Muscles are going to be able to hold our body in structural alignment much better than not having muscle. So it's another great time to do that. The other thing is, this is the time of our lives where we don't have to be doing the hustle like we did when we were in our 20s, 30s, 40s. It's time to take a step back. It is time to take advantage of all of the fruits of our labors. It is the harvest season of our lives. And so it is time to step back and actually start enjoying our lives, thus bringing in more work-life balance for real. So those are just a few of the tips. Again, the one key thing, balance. Not sexy, so true. So take some time, think about this. Let me know what your perspective is, what your takeaways were. Leave them in the comments below. And I will be back very soon and we will talk more in depth about how to implement some of these changes into your life.